Hey y'all, hey. Welcome back. Oh. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Libra, your message ready, ain't it? Somebody could be eating pizza. Or like there's communication about pizza in some way. Again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Take what's yours, leave what's not. Leave your shit at the door. And let's talk about Libra. What do we need to know? Libra, a lot of people could be communicating about you unbeknownst to you. What about Libra? What do we need to know about Libra placement? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oh. Somebody could have a Libra, you could be going through a divorce with the Tower here. Somebody could be having a legal situation that stressed them out. There's a lot that happened behind your back that you have no idea about. This was somebody you used to celebrate with. Like, I think you're supposed to be happy about this. If it's an ending, if it's an upheaval, like, this is, somebody celebrated about this. They were happy about this. Talk to me about Libra placements. Like you were on the opposite page as somebody else. Somebody else thought this was a fair circumstance, and then this was a circumstance for you that could have kept you like stressed. Somebody's waking up in the middle of the night. What about Libra? What do we need to know for this Libra reading? Be careful driving, Libra. You be getting pulled over, or somebody's wishing that you get pulled over. What about Libra? Too many. What about Libra placements? Someone's getting married, right? I don't like those. Libra, there's somebody doesn't want you to know something. You could have felt like you were sleeping with the enemy. What about Libra? Somebody could be coloring their hair, or the color of someone's hair is significant. Talk to me about this Libra reading. Somebody did something really bad, some form of witchcraft to cloud your judgment or cloud someone else's judgment. Talk to me about Libra. Fool. Reverse. This is someone that's older. Queen of Wands, a witch. A witch, they wanted you to leave this person alone. This is a natural witch. It feels like you're confused. Well, you were confused. You're also being like really stubborn. Like there was an opportunity here, and you weren't. There could have been an opportunity for a second chance. You've been stressed about somebody. But it's so much unknown. Like you're worried about the unknown with this somebody. Somebody's like telling you, or somebody told you like, oh, this person's grown, or you're grown. Somebody's grown here. Like grown as in like, oh, you're an adult. Not grown as in like this feels like, oh, you grown, deal with your own shit. Like that. Someone's not naive. You know this about this person though. You know that this person isn't naive. You know that this person something's not adding up, Libra. You could have decided to just keep yourself out of this situation because of the unknown. You have like unconditional love for somebody. Clarify this justice to the Nine of Swords. Jail. Work. Legalities. One more. Stuck in your head. You have no, like, mental peace, Libra. One more. For this justice to the Nine of Swords. Page of Cups. Crazy. Abandoned. Somebody told you someone was crazy. What's the Seven of Cups? But it's still so much unknown. Like you also, this could have been a previous tower. Somebody wanted you to think this person was crazy. They wanted this person gone. They did not want you given to this person. What's the Seven of Cups for Libra? This could be more than one thing in your life. Queen of Wands to the Hangman. You might be trying to figure out how the fuck somebody put spell work on you. Like, you feel like you like important. You're like a big dog. Like, you are a boss. Like, and it's fucking with you how somebody could be working you. Or it's fucking with your spirit. You were surprised about this information, and since then you've been replaying this. Like, you cannot believe. Like, let's say if somebody told you, if somebody gave you a scenario and said, oh, this person's crazy. You received information that told you this person is not crazy. You received information that told you, like, but it's still so much you don't know about the situation. So maybe you didn't get all of the details, all of the information, all of the facts. And maybe that's what you felt like you needed to make a decision off of, the facts. But you didn't have all of the facts. All of the reading you've done is still not giving you the information that you need. All of the books that you've gone through, all of the readings that you've gone through, all of the messages you feel like you've gone through is still not adding up to you. Like, you feel like your intellect is not helping in this situation. It's not balancing things out in this situation. And part of that makes you just like want to leave a situation alone. Like, you enjoy being able to rely on your intellect. So because you couldn't see what those other factors were, the fear, the unknown, you didn't move. You didn't budge. You didn't do anything. Like, you didn't give a yes, you didn't give a no, you just didn't do anything. You stay still. What's this Seven of Cups? Ace of Pentacles. One more. You feel like somebody jumped the gun. But like, maybe you felt like they were jumping the gun at first, but you know they're correct now. You know whatever the information, like, you know this person doesn't want to hurt you. Benefit of the doubt. You wanted to give somebody the benefit of the doubt. What's the Seven of Cups? Well, you want somebody to do this for you. Flip it where it goes. What's the Seven of Cups? New deck. Thank you. Hierophant. A contract. A legality. One more for the Seven of Cups for Libra. Somebody paid someone else. an offering. Witchcraft. That person's like with the Magician right behind it, the wheel of the Magician. That person has a lot of karma. What's this Ace of Pentacles? There was more good here than bad. What's this Fool card? So even if you didn't understand something, you knew like with time it would make sense. What's this Fool card for Libra? Libra, somebody wants you to have a negative perspective. What's this Fool card? You feel like you couldn't like take this leap of faith. You couldn't just... The Queen of Wands again. And a secret with the Moon and the Eight of Swords. Somebody was hiding. What's this Fool card? Illusions. King of Swords. What's this Fool card? Seven of Pentacles. They didn't want you given to this person. They didn't want you helping this person. They didn't want you investing in this person. They didn't want you... Somebody paid somebody to do something to make sure that you wouldn't. This person could have even given something... They could have given you something financial to make sure that you wouldn't. I know they don't want you to see something here. Or you don't want anybody else to see something here. Career. Someone's career could be significant. Somebody could have a career in the legal system. Or that involves the legal system. Like somebody could work security. Somebody could be a correction officer. Somebody could... Yeah, somebody didn't want you given to this situation. They didn't want you... This is financial. What's this Ace of Pentacles? They wanted you to... They wanted you to be confused, and they didn't want you given financially to this person or to this situation. Hold on. Hence the cloudy judgment. Because they know you are somebody that relies on your intellect. So they feel like you would not take this leap of faith if the judgment was cloudy enough, or if you didn't have enough information, or if they created some type of doubt, reasonable doubt. Somebody could be watching reasonable doubt. Somebody could be listening to reasonable doubt. Excuse me. Clarify this Ace of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles reverse. Somebody's relationship could have like... They didn't want this person to be partnering with them long term. If somebody did give some money, like if they paid this person, this wasn't supposed to be a long term investment. And they could be feeling like they didn't got themselves caught up in something long term, accidentally on purpose. Loan shark type of thing. Somebody's like redirecting this because they don't want this to come out. Anything else for Libra? Intimate. For some of you, somebody could have paid for an abortion. Or they're confused on if you had an abortion. Yeah, they want you to be scattered. I'll tell you that, Libra. Like this Queen of Wands, she's here twice. This Queen of Wands doesn't want you to have new beginnings. This Queen of Wands doesn't want you to be emotional. This Queen of Wands doesn't want you giving to other people. This Queen of Wands doesn't want you to see things in color. This Queen of Wands doesn't want you to build long-term partnerships, relationships, blessings, things without them being attached to it. Motivational. This could also be two different witches. Like you could know two different witches, natural witches. And somebody wanted you to be confused on one. Like maybe they wanted you to be the witch that they want. What? Maybe they wanted, one of these witches wanted you to be stuck on them. Or you wanted this witch stuck on you. And the ability to, of what could be. But this isn't anything long term. So if it was a relationship or somebody did start a relationship, it's not a long term relationship. It's not going anywhere. It's not going to multiply. Somebody could not have children, like not be able to have children. It's not going to multiply. Like if you give this person a seed, it won't multiply. If you give this person an investment, it won't multiply. If you're wondering why your investment didn't multiply, this is why. They did something behind the scenes to someone else. To bring them stress, to bring them strife. You might feel like you need to make this right, justice. That was the very first card that came out. You might be stressed on how to make this right. Close out this Libra reading. Illusions. Close out this Libra reading. Somebody could have told you this person was an enemy, or they did something to make you believe. The Tower. They did something to make you believe that this person was an enemy. Upheaval for this person. They could have caused some form of upheaval and been like, see, this is why that person is going through blah, 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 blah. They were not correct. Well, they were in a sense, because I just said that they could have done something to ensure that this would happen. Ooh, 10 of Swords. Multiple times. And then they sat in your face like nothing was going on. They held on. Somebody's wondering if you're holding a grudge, or you're wondering if somebody's holding a grudge against you. Close out this Libra reading. Two girls in one cup. One of these bitches you was doing filthy shit with. Like filthy. Like y'all doing butt stuff. Filthy. With other people, with other women involved. Y'all doing butt stuff. Anything else? One of these women burnt you. Anything else with Libra? Or you were concerned about somebody burning you? This ain't y'all first go round. Like you, if y'all was fucking with other people, they just blame the other person. Close this Libra reading out. Close this Libra reading out. They can't block everybody. They can't block everything. They can't confuse everybody. Like that's the part maybe they overlook. They like, so even if they wanted this other Queen of Wands, because you dealing with two Queen of Wands, or you was dealing with two Queen of Wands here. One of them, they dress differently. One of them may be younger. They wear their hair differently. Like one pulls their hair back often. One's like really down to earth. One of them's really poised. But if you were... they don't want to talk about that. Close this Libra reading out. Oh, that's what I was saying. That's how they want to close it. If they wanted you confused about this Queen of Wands, if they wanted you, Like, they might have done something to confuse you, but they didn't confuse everybody. Like, let's say if this is a witch, they didn't confuse every witch. Like, there's another witch that got the insight on this. Like, even if the person that this was happening to didn't know what it was, tempted. This person tried to promise you to be somebody that you know that they'll never be. To give something that you know they'll never be able to stick to, or you try to do this to them. But yeah, they didn't confuse everybody about this situation. They can't. Yet, a bunch of people was fighting about this. And if they're not, they will be. Somebody's trying to prevent a war of some sort. Tell me more. Or do I need to know more? Is that it? This witch could have started a war. Or was about to. And one else trying to confuse you about the other witch, they could have started a war. Capricorn. They wanted this person to be fighting with other people so that they wouldn't be able to focus on you. And they wanted you to be confused so that you wouldn't be focused on this person. The divine has decided that that's enough of that. The divine has decided that some tables are turning, have turned. The divine, the divine, the divine. Close out Libra's reading. Anything else? Ten of Pentacles to this High Priestess. Whoever this is for, this High Priestess worked hard. Regardless if you saw it, regardless if you believed in it, regardless if you were included in it, regardless if you tried to stop it, this person worked their ass off. Regardless if you wanted them stressed, regardless if you antagonized them, regardless if you got them sent to jail, regardless if you confused people and tried to cloud people's judgment about this person, this High Priestess worked their ass off. That's also how you know the difference between these two people. One of these doesn't mind putting in the hard work for something. Like, one of these women don't take the easy route. One of these women don't feel like they have to cut corners. One of these women carry a youthful spirit. One of these women, this cat here, they keep landing on their feet. And reading closing with Justice. There's a reckoning here. Regardless of those illusions, regardless of whoever felt like they had more than this person, regardless of somebody's taking notes. Take notes. Take notes. Justice. Accountability, law, truth, integrity, cause and effect. There's like a melancholy energy about this. Like cause and effect, even if this person felt like they had to take accountability for the part that they could have played in this scenario. They did. But they also know that they didn't have to experience this situation. And just because other people were confused about this situation doesn't mean that they were. Maybe they just didn't know how to explain it. Maybe they just didn't have the tools. Maybe they were too busy in the circumstance to be able to explain what that circumstance was. Somebody turn their back on this person. And it makes them emotional. That's all I got for you, Libra. Hope this helps. Talk to you later. Make sure you thumbs up the video.